He was the epitome of classical batting, the man they called the Wall. His playing and coaching career had its share of highs. But was there a twist in the tale? Was he lucky?
As a player, I was not lucky enough to win a trophy.
We will discuss the cricket master, a cricket genius. It is none other than Rahul Dravid. Fast forward to the aftermath of a magnificent playing career. November 2021 saw Rahul Dravid take on the role of the national team coach. To some, it is a poisoned chalice, but to others, it comes as a huge opportunity to succeed. Great cricket brains can be exercised in different ways, and Dravid was one of these. The Rahul Dravid win rate as coach was an impressive 71.5% of his 144 matches. He achieved a 2024 T20 World Cup win and the Asia Cup in the previous year. The ICC title win ended a barren spell of 11 years. Does it sound too good to be true? Well, there is always a counter-argument to Rahul Dravid's success. Wasn't he lucky? Here are reasons why we think luck played a part. At number 1, he had the luxury of one of the strongest ever Indian sides put together. Just consider these names. Virat Kohli, one of the greatest batsmen. Rohit Sharma, arguably the best limited over batsman since Sachin Tendulkar. A brilliant leader and an opener who can tear apart any bowling attack. Jasprit Bumrah, the greatest fast bowler India has ever produced. Hardik Pandya, a top limited overs all-rounder that can produce with both the bat and the ball. Ravindra Jadeja, one of India's best ever fielders and all-rounders in the modern era. Suryakumar Yadav, the T20 sensation that can walk into any team. Is it not convenient that Dravid had the advantage of such a superstar pool? Let us know what you think. At number 2, was the T20 final a freak result? The South Africans had battled brilliantly in the chase. Quinton de Kock looked unshakable at the beginning. Both Klaasen and Miller had dealt severe blows to India's spin attack, bringing the target to 30 runs from 30 balls. But they somehow faltered, and two excellent bowling movements swung the match at the end. India had the golden arm of Jasprit Bumrah and the guile of Hardik Pandya. Suryakumar Yadav took a stunning catch after treading the boundary rope to dismiss the dangerous Miller. This was a one-in-a-million moment. Somehow those players just had the amazing moments at the right time. Even Dravid said in the aftermath, "Lucky players made it possible for me to win the World Cup." At number 3 is underachievement. India faltered badly and lost convincingly to England in the previous T20 International World Cup semi-finals in 2022. Dravid as coach learned from the previous ICC tournament failures, and the team shifted to aggressive batting play. He had the perfect captain, Rohit Sharma, to set the tone most of the time and maximize the run scoring. They should have won the 2023 ODI World Cup, and there was also the Test Championship final, but they didn't. Out of 4 major ICC competitions, they achieved just 1 ICC success. Do you think this was an underachievement? Reason 4 is financial muscle and strong management. It is without question that the Board of Control of Cricket, the BCCI for India, is now a financial powerhouse. You could argue that there is no better time to be India cricket coach. Just compare the current era to the 1990s, which were marred by match-fixing scandals, conflicts of interest, and numerous financial irregularities. Management dominance and global influence are at the best they have ever been. It is estimated that the BCCI made around $1.4 billion in IPL revenues in 2023. Not only that, but the board wields significant influence over the International Cricket Council. According to a recent ESPN Cricinfo report, the BCCI is expected to receive nearly 40% of the revenue from the ICC global competitions each year, estimated $231 million annual revenue. A wealth of cricket resources, infrastructure, and financial wealth can only benefit the national team. Are we being too critical? We might as well celebrate him as the terrific player he was, so here's a recap. In 1997, Dravid's first Test century, a composed 148 runs in Johannesburg, showcased his tenacity and laid the foundation for his Test career. Dravid's magnificent 180 runs in the famous Kolkata Test against Australia in 2001 helped India pull off one of the greatest comebacks in cricket history. India were following on and staring at a humiliating defeat. Dravid's partnership with VVS Lakshman turned the match upside down, and it led to arguably one of the greatest Test victories. Remember, in 2003 at Adelaide, Dravid struck a brilliant 233 runs and an unbeaten 72 in the second innings. Prior to this game, India has not won a Test match in Australia since 1981, when Australia were famously skittled for 83 runs. India beat a very strong Australia team and Dravid won Player of the Match. During India's 2004 tour of Pakistan at Rawalpindi, Dravid struck 270 runs to lead India to a commanding victory by an innings and 131 runs. It was a maiden series win in Pakistan with a 2-1 scoreline. Do you love the feel-good moments? If you are still with me, be sure to like and subscribe. Were the past coaches any better? India's cricket coaches have been very different and faced diverse challenges. Here is a recap. Ajit Wadekar, the former player, served as captain, coach and selector, making him a distinctive figure of the 1990s despite the prevailing cricket scandals. Sandeep Patil, Madan Lal and Kapil Dev had short tenures and were mostly forgotten coaches. Anshuman Gaikwad had 2 shots at cricket coach and at least helped India to a Champions Trophy final in the millennium. John Wright, the New Zealand coach, achieved great victories, including series wins over Australia, England and Pakistan, as well as a memorable journey to the Cricket World Cup final in 2003. Greg Chappell was more controversial, with one or more player bust-ups, but his emphasis on fitness and youth development resulted in emerging talents such as Suresh Raina and a certain MS Dhoni. Gary Kirsten turned around India's fortunes and led them to a 2011 World Cup victory. Duncan Fletcher managed a team in transition, focusing on building mental strength despite mixed results. He did help India achieve a Champions Trophy in 2013. Anil Kumble helped India become the #1 team in Test cricket. Ravi Shastri was a masterstroke, and the team, along with the dynamic Virat Kohli, achieved a historic Test series win in Australia. Not once, but twice. Dravid could be one of the best coaches. We have compiled 8 qualities of Rahul Dravid's coaching style that definitely shines through. At number 1, it is professionalism. Rahul Dravid never makes massive media headlines or gets into big spats with players. His conduct in and out of the dressing room has been excellent. Working with veterans Sharma and Kohli may have been daunting and caused division, but his professionalism makes it a perfect fit. For number 2, it is technical expertise. Dravid's own solid defensive technique and stroke play rub off on Indian cricket teams. He has guided young players to develop their game. Just look at the progress of Shubman Gill and Shreyas Iyer. Super! At number 3, it has got to be meticulous preparation. He relies heavily on data, studying opponents, analyzing performance numbers, and communicating clearly with players about their roles. This attention to detail ensures that the team is well prepared and adaptable to any challenge. At number 4 is open communication.
Thank you to everyone for making me a part of what is an incredible memory.
Good communication fosters trust, aligning individual strengths with the team's broader goals. At number 5 is flexibility. Dravid's flexibility as a player, whether adjusting his batting position or taking on different roles, extends into his coaching philosophy. Look at the example of India's batting order adjustments. The wicket-keeper role was suddenly exploited in one-day cricket by KL Rahul. Virat Kohli unexpectedly became a T20 opener, which proved a masterstroke. Players with multiple talents such as Aksar thrived instead of becoming one-dimensional. At number 6 is his calm demeanor. Does he ever look worried about a situation? We remember him soaking up the pressure with batting minutes on the field. As coach, he conveys an aura of calm and helps the team stay focused in difficult situations. At number 7, it is humility and selflessness. This builds a culture of respect and cohesion within the team. fostering a supportive environment where players can thrive. At number 8, it is leadership. Dravid's coaching style is also unique in its focus on building future leaders. He encourages his players to think independently, make informed decisions, and become leaders themselves. Players like Suryakumar Yadav, Shubman Gill, Jasprit Bumrah, and KL Rahul all show leadership on the pitch. Maybe Dravid's real brilliance shone through, creating an environment where this superstar team could thrive. He has brought great things to Indian cricket with a little luck on the way. Regardless, Dravid's name will forever be etched in the history of Indian cricket. How do you feel about Rahul Dravid now? Genius or lucky? Let us know your views about this debate in the comments. If you are loving this sort of content, just check out this next Cricket Crafter player review.